From singers who collapsed mid-song, to actors whose last breath was mistaken for a performance, to tragic accidents that unfolded in real time, these are the stories of those who died doing what they loved, with the spotlight still shining. Stay with us until the end as we count down 20 unforgettable performers whose last act became their most tragic. 20. Valencia Prime. On September 12, 2022, 25-year-old drag performer Valencia Prime collapsed mid-performance at Taboo Lounge in Philadelphia. Known as the plus-size dancing diva, she was hosting her live show, Prime Time, when she suddenly became unresponsive. Despite immediate medical attention, she was pronounced dead at the hospital. The cause was later revealed as heart disease. Her passing shocked the local LGBTQ+ community, who remembered her as a bold, vibrant force on stage, one whose final act ended far too soon. 19. Pedro Henrique. On March 12, 2023, Brazilian guitarist Pedro Henrique was performing live at a São Paulo music festival when he suddenly collapsed on stage. At just 39 years old, the acclaimed musician was in the middle of an energetic set when the fatal heart attack struck. The crowd watched in disbelief as medics rushed in, but he was pronounced dead shortly after arriving at the hospital. Fans and fellow artists mourned the loss of a passionate performer who lived and died for the music. 18. Barbara Weldons. On July 19, 2017, French singer Barbara Weldons was performing at a music festival in southern France when she suddenly collapsed on stage. The 35-year-old, known for singing barefoot, had accidentally stepped on faulty electrical equipment. The shock was fatal. Despite attempts to revive her, she was pronounced dead at the scene. Her promising career had just begun, with the debut album gaining attention. The music world was stunned. On June 13, 2009, legendary Japanese wrestler Mitsuharu Misawa collapsed during a tag team match in Hiroshima. Known for his hard-hitting style, Misawa took a routine suplex, but this time he didn't get up. The move caused a fatal spinal cord injury. As medics performed CPR in the ring, the arena fell silent. Despite immediate efforts, Misawa was pronounced dead at the hospital. His passing was a devastating moment in Japanese wrestling, a tragic reminder of the physical toll the sport can take. 16. Sib Hashian. On March 22, 2017, Sib Hashian, former drummer for the rock band Boston, collapsed mid-performance aboard a Legends of Rock cruise. At 67, he was still thrilling fans with the powerful drumming that helped define Boston's iconic sound. As he played on stage, he suddenly fell, never regaining consciousness. He was pronounced dead shortly after. His death shocked fans on board and across the rock world, a final performance that ended too soon in the very place he loved most. 15. Tommy Cooper. On April 15, 1984, British comedian and magician Tommy Cooper collapsed on live television during a variety show. Known for his slapstick humor and chaotic magic tricks, Cooper suddenly clutched his chest and fell backward mid-act. The audience, thinking it was part of the routine, burst into laughter and applause. But behind the curtain, chaos unfolded. Cooper had suffered a massive heart attack and was rushed to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Millions had just witnessed his final moments, without realizing they were real. 14. Steve Irwin. On September 4, 2006, wildlife icon Steve Irwin was filming Ocean's Deadliest at the Great Barrier Reef when tragedy struck. While swimming above a stingray, the creature lashed out, piercing his chest with its barb. The attack fatally struck his heart. Irwin's crew pulled him from the water and attempted CPR, but it was too late. Though the footage was never released, the news of his sudden death at age 44 stunned the world. 13. Silver King. On May 11, 2019, Mexican wrestling legend Silver King collapsed during a match at the Roundhouse in London. The 51-year-old, also known for his role in Nacho Libre, was mid-performance when he suddenly fell to the mat and didn't get back up. At first, the audience thought it was scripted, until concern spread among his fellow wrestlers. Medical staff rushed in, but Silver King was pronounced dead shortly after. His final match became a tragic curtain call witnessed by fans in real time. 12. KK. On May 31, 2022, beloved Indian playback singer KK was performing at a packed auditorium in Kolkata when he suddenly became unwell. Fans noticed him sweating and struggling but assumed he would push through. Moments later, he collapsed backstage. Despite being rushed to the hospital, he was pronounced dead from cardiac arrest. KK was just 53, a vibrant voice silenced just after delivering his final note. 11. Tiny Tim. On November 30, 1996, Tiny Tim, the eccentric ukulele-playing singer known for Tiptoe Through the Tulips, was performing at a gala in Minneapolis when he collapsed mid-song. Though he had suffered a heart attack just weeks earlier, he insisted on performing. This time his heart gave out for good. He was rushed to the hospital but pronounced dead shortly after. Known for his quirky falsetto and larger-than-life presence, Tiny Tim's final performance became his unexpected farewell, delivered with a smile, ukulele in hand. 10. Karl Wallenda. On March 22, 1978, legendary high-wire artist Karl Wallenda attempted one of his most daring stunts, walking between two hotel towers in San Juan, Puerto Rico. At 73 years old, he balanced high above the ground without a safety net. But as strong winds rocked the wire, Wallenda lost his footing and fell to his death. The tragedy was captured on camera, though not broadcast live. A symbol of fearlessness and showmanship, his final act became a sobering end to a lifetime lived on the edge. 9. Papa Wemba. On April 24, 2016, Congolese music icon Papa Wemba collapsed during a live performance at the FEMUA Music Festival in Ivory Coast. Dressed in his signature vibrant fashion, he was mid-song when he suddenly fell backward on stage. At first, dancers continued performing, unaware of the severity, until the music stopped. Despite immediate efforts to revive him, Papa Wemba was pronounced dead shortly after. His passing marked the loss of one of Africa's most influential musicians, a cultural icon who died doing what he loved. 8. Colonel Bruce Hampton. On May 1, 2017, Southern rock pioneer Colonel Bruce Hampton was celebrating his 70th birthday with a star-studded concert in Atlanta. Surrounded by fellow musicians and fans, he collapsed mid-song, resting his arm on a speaker as if taking a break. The crowd and band thought it was one of his usual theatrical gags, but as the moments passed and he didn't move, it became clear something was wrong. Hampton was rushed to the hospital but pronounced dead that evening, a legend whose final encore was heartbreakingly real. 7. Dimebag Darrell. On December 8, 2004, legendary guitarist Dimebag Darrell was performing with his band Damage Plan in Columbus, Ohio, when a gunman stormed the stage. In a matter of seconds, Dimebag was shot multiple times and killed instantly. 3 others were also murdered before a police officer fatally shot the assailant.
Took him down with one single shot.
The crowd, initially thinking it was part of the show, was thrown into chaos. Dimebag was just 38.
Niggemeyer steps in front of the camera, shotgun in hand, a blank look on his face.
His shocking death sent tremors through the rock world and changed concert security forever. 6. Red Fox. On October 11, 1991, comedy legend Red Fox collapsed on the set of his sitcom The Royal Family during a rehearsal. Known for faking heart attacks as part of his iconic Sanford and Son routine, complete with the catchphrase, "I'm coming, Elizabeth."
I'm dying. You hear that, Elizabeth? I'm coming to join you.
Many on set initially thought he was joking, but this time it was real. Fox had suffered a massive heart attack and was pronounced dead at the hospital. The line between comedy and tragedy had blurred in a way no one expected.
Maybe that's Elizabeth.
5. Irma Bule. On April 4, 2016, Indonesian pop singer Irma Bule took the stage with one of her signature live props, a king cobra, draped around her neck. During her performance, the snake bit her on the thigh. Shockingly, Irma kept singing, insisting she was fine and refusing immediate treatment. But 45 minutes later, she collapsed. Despite being rushed to a hospital, she was pronounced dead from the venom. The tragedy raised serious concerns about the use of live animals in performances and ended a career as wild as her shows. 4. Christina Grimmie. On June 10, 2016, 22-year-old singer Christina Grimmie was signing autographs after a concert in Orlando when a gunman approached and opened fire.
You're not signing posters. Yeah, we can do posters. No, just Christina posters.
The former Voice finalist was rushed to the hospital, but died from her injuries. Her brother tackled the shooter, who then took his own life. Grimmie's death stunned fans around the world. A young talent with a growing career, gone in an instant. What should have been a night of celebration ended in senseless tragedy, leaving behind a legacy of music and heartbreak. 3. Juan Jumalon. On November 5, 2023, Filipino radio host Juan Johnny Walker Jumalon was broadcasting live from his home studio when two men entered under the guise of making an announcement. One held a staff member at gunpoint, while the other walked into the booth and shot Jumalon twice, all while the show streamed on Facebook Live. The attackers fled on a motorcycle, leaving the nation stunned. Known for spreading laughter and good vibes, Jumalon's violent on-air death shocked a country unaccustomed to such brutality against peaceful voices. 2. Owen Hart. On May 23, 1999, during a WWE pay-per-view event, wrestler Owen Hart was set to make a dramatic entrance from the rafters, lowered into the ring by harness. But something went terribly wrong. The rigging malfunctioned, and Hart fell nearly 80 feet, landing in the ring in front of thousands of fans. Though the broadcast cut away, the live audience witnessed the horrific fall.
A very serious situation here at this point in time is being attended to.
Owen Hart, I'm praying for you, buddy.
Let everyone know that Owen Hart has died.
No, I resent your tone, lady, okay? This was a tragic accident.
Despite immediate medical attention, Hart was pronounced dead shortly after. WWE never aired the footage, but the image of that tragic night remains burned into wrestling history. 1. Brandon Lee. On March 31, 1993, Brandon Lee, son of martial arts legend Bruce Lee, was filming a scene for The Crow when he was fatally shot. A prop gun, meant to fire blanks, had a bullet fragment lodged inside from a previous scene. When the blank was fired, the fragment struck Lee in the abdomen. He collapsed on set and was rushed into surgery, but after hours of trying to save him, doctors pronounced him dead. Just 28 years old, Brandon's life and rising career ended in a tragic accident that changed Hollywood safety standards forever. Each of these performers stepped into the spotlight with passion, purpose, and a love for their craft, never knowing it would be their final curtain call. Some passed in silence, others in chaos, but all left a lasting impression that still lingers with fans who witnessed the unthinkable. Their stories remind us just how fragile life can be, even in the midst of applause, under stage lights, or behind the lens of a camera. Which of these stories shocked you the most? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more forgotten Hollywood tales.